guy. He's a go. He's a guy.
Carl, are you ready to be a newsman?
I am ready to be a newsman.
So this week,
for most of his life, he's trained to be a newsman.
That's right.
Yeah, he's been a newsman in the past.
I have been.
Yes.
Now for those of you just joining us, we've kind of delving into the first year of radio dramas here on the Bill Yohnka Show, and some people have enjoyed these. Other people have been indifferent. And
we're not going to give you the totals.
I think the indifference is pretty good.
But this one really touched a nerve.
This one did touch a nerve. This is today in our never-ending attempt to bring culture and refinement.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, that's not it, is it?
No.
Let's try this one. In an attempt to bring the kind of drama that Midwestern people can relate to, we present the initial installment of low-key theater, radio acting in a style we Illinoisans can understand. Today's episode, The Tornado.
This is Frank Lee on the scene in town where last night's devastating twister did the most damage. Our eyewitness crew is here in East Podunk, Illinois, and we are going to attempt to interview some of the tornado victims. Here's a man who lost his house. Could I have your name, sir?
I'm Edward Gutschalt. My friends call me Bud or Smitty.
Why would they call you Smitty?
I don't know. I never asked.
Anyway, sir, I believe you live here. Is that right?
Well, I used to. There's nothing left now.
Where were you when the twister hit?
Well, I was already in the basement at my workbench working on shingling a birdhouse. Those are tiny little shingles, and you got to do them just right.
Go on. It must have been terrifying for you.
No, shingling's not that hard once you...
No, I mean the tornado. How did you hear it approach?
Well, I heard the sirens, and then my wife Ethel, that's her over there, she came down and said, "Tornado's coming. We better get to the southwest corner."
And the two of you rushed there immediately and huddled in the corner with fear of the impending doom?
Now, first I had to put away my tools. I got the pegboard with the outline so I know where each tool goes, and I had to put the lids back on the baby food jars and put those back on the shelf I made. Boy, I hope that's okay. I'll have to check that after we're finished here.
So you and your wife huddled fearfully in the corner?
No, actually, we sat at an old card table we have down there. We just got a new one about 2, maybe 3 years ago. So we just put the old one down there, and we sat and played gin rummy for a while until it was all over. She owes me 65 cents. We play penny a point usually. I can take her for more, but we didn't spend a lot of time down there. Once we heard the all clear, we came up and found that all that was left above ground was the mailbox.
You must have been devastated.
Oh, not really. I was all insured, and I was actually thinking about remodeling anyway. Guess I'll have to now. I should probably check the mail since I'm out here. Bills. Circular. Coupons for the new Dairy Queen. Looks like I'll need those now. Wait, what's this?
That's from the Illinois State Lottery, Mr. Gustock.
Read that for me, will you? My reading glasses are probably in Indiana by now.
Well, this says you've won $1 million.
Hey, that's some deal, huh? I guess I can replace those glasses right away.
That's not all. You can rebuild. You can build a mansion.
Oh, I wouldn't build a mansion in this town. I'll replace the house with the insurance money.
Sir, I must say, I thought you'd be a little more excited.
Well, I wouldn't want you to think I'm not happy. I'm real happy, but I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't tell Ethel about this money right away.
Well, okay. Thank you, Mr. Gustock.
Call me Bud.
Well, thank you, Bud, for your eyewitness account.
I didn't actually see it.
Of the tornado here in East Podunk. We now return to your studios.
And that concludes this week's episode of Low Key Theater. Tune in next week when we hear Uncle Fred say,
"Thank you, Lorraine."
Well, that's next week on Low Key Theater. Theater that's radio drama that Midwesterners can understand.
Appeals to the Midwestern lifestyle.